Good morning. What a gloomy morning. I'm just leaving the town of Camarasa, which is really pretty. We might see it on the way back. But it's so gloomy. It's 10 degrees, if I'm being optimistic, and it's overcast. It's supposed to be a beautiful sunny day. It's obviously been heaving down with rain here already this morning, so I'm hoping we're not going to get any of that. But we're in the Pyrenees and we're going off in search of adventure, and I think we're going to find it. It's already lovely and it's already very steep. Starting the day on a hairpin. It's not good, is it? Anyway, there's a bit of everything today. We got everything. Let's just say we got everything. We've got mountains, we've got rivers, we've got old bridges, we've got castles, plural. We've got ancient medieval stuff. We've even got a Greek myth. Greek myth in the Pyrenees. Who'd have thought it? Looks as though we're going to get a lovely view of Camarasa town from here. Oh, I haven't mentioned, I'm on the Grizl today, which means we're doing gravel. So we're coming back over the Pyrenees on gravel tracks. So no pressure. I'm going to be doing a lot of the first part of this ride with the assist completely off, because I'm a little bit worried. It's something like a 700 metre climb on gravel. So it's going to be quite a test. Loads of hunting dogs are in the Spanish marches again. The buffer zone, which was created by Charlemagne, who was king of the Franks, by defeating the Moors, who were busily invading. Well, they'd already got the whole of the Iberian Peninsula and were pushing into what's now France. But Charlemagne stopped them at, I think it was Montpellier. And he managed to either force or negotiate a buffer zone between his kingdom and the Moors, and this buffer zone is the Spanish marches. It was pretty bloody around here, which is why just about every village has a castle to protect it and to protect the feudal lords' stuff from raids by the Moors, or even just to act as strongholds so that the Christian lords could then go and raid the Moors. We're on what would have been the main road which links all of the towns along this stretch. Only now it's been superseded by, well, over to my right, a very large road. And so this ought to be virtually empty. Rolling terrain, they call it. Whereas this is 10%, which is beyond rolling for me. I'd say rolling is somewhere between -6 and +1%. That's my idea of rolling. Just seen a lovely descent down towards where we're going, but I believe this is where we should be. And of course we don't want clean, perfect, smooth asphalt when we can have muddy, grainy, dirty gravel. You see the forlorn tractor man? He's got a long way to go. We're just going on a really narrow little ridge. It's rather lovely. I'm liking it because it's flat. Today's steed and today's first thing of interest. Now, Foradada is famous for its art. And the art that it does is make things out of dirty great boulders. And these are cows, or rather bulls, because they've got rings. I must weigh a ton. That's a piece of girder, big nuts. Brilliant, absolutely brilliant. Be a gentleman building. church. We have got sheep. The horns are actual sheep's horns, which is a bit morbid. Absolutely brilliant. Ah, there it is. The Foradada, Roca de Foradada. It's got a hole in it. What a steep little town. Yeah, inquisitive, seeing if I got any food, but lovely little oddity. Oh, that's nice. First. Big wooden gent. That castle was built in 1024. Paved, this is supposed to be gravel. God, is it steep? I don't think I'll let the brakes off. I wonder if we're on the right road, because I can see a gravel road below us. Perhaps that's this in a little bit. This is us. Careful what you wish for. Yes! I like it. And let's go fast on the dangerous road. I've had variations on this route planned for probably 18 months, and all of them had me coming up this. Oh, I'm very, very glad to be going down it. It is hellish steep, covered in little loose rocks. I'm not very happy, but we'll get there. That's better. Oh, it gets steeper. Oh, look at that. And looser. Oh, that might be beyond me. I have to get off. Oh, your head. Probably don't need a commentary. I'm actually talking to myself, give myself courage. That was not nice. I'd normally have got off there, I think. That is amazing. I don't know how steep that was. That must have been way over 25% if I was going to guess. Because we're down already. Next to the river. Cool. Autumn colour as well. Don't see much of that our way. You get the vines and everything else is evergreen really. Cool. We're already almost at our next waypoint. And here it is. This is a old monastery that backs into a cave, and in that cave is a statue of Mary. It's a bike built for adventure. Absolutely loving it. Not loving the bag so much. This fidlock bag, it doesn't stay on. I'm sorry, Canyon, but it really doesn't. Perhaps it's just mine. It doesn't want to stay on. Doesn't want to clip on, doesn't want to stay on. It's quite impressive considering the water carved that, and the water is all the way down there. It just shows how high it has been, or can be. There's lots of caves on the cliff on the other side as well. If we get around the corner, I'll show you. All those. They look more like wind erosion actually. Oh, this is absolutely gorgeous. Segre Valley. It's such a treat even just to see running water. I get quite excited, but the Segre always runs. I just don't come out this far to see it. Hope you notice, gloves, full gloves, 2 sets of long sleeves. Yes, admittedly, shorts, but you know, here's me. I think we need more castles and more medieval towns. I mean, we've got a castle just there, but it's through the trees. We're going to go and see it for certain, but I didn't know it was there, and I thought we were going through a nice little old medieval town with a medieval bridge and a castle on the other side of the river looking down on us, but this is the same side and it's the wrong castle. What a predicament. There we go. Oh, that is absolutely gorgeous. How trouty is that, trout fisherman? How about that? Super trouty. You be good. You be good. I just noticed you can see the castle after all. Cool, the water's been through here recently, it's pushed it all flat. Very recent. There it is. Oh, that's worth a photo. It's finding places like this. Well, it just makes this everything to me. Absolutely love rivers. Absolutely love them. That's what I went to uni to study, was rivers. Right, we've just got to get up to that castle now. Easy. It's absolutely perfect now, isn't it? Middle stroke end of November. Shorts on. Song in my heart. Here we have Rubio de Baix, which means the lower Rubio. There are 3 Rubio villages. This is the lower one, and it has the castle up above, which you can see now is a lot bigger than just the turret at one end. An abandoned village and a perfectly preserved little chapel. And behind us, if we went up that way, would be Rubio del Mig of the middle, and then Rubio de Dalt, the high Rubio. And those 2 villages are still going concerns, even though they've only got 40-50 people in them. Whereas this one, none. I don't have an alternative route. I think there is an alternative route. It's a bit miserable, isn't it? Right. That was very hard. And all of a sudden, We're in the Pyrenees. Here we are. What a lovely road. Wow, this is lovely. I hope I can show you the view to my right in a sec. Here we go. Oaks. Downhills. That's what it's all about. This is more than lovely, absolutely more than lovely. Look at those mountains. I've got a tumbling stream to my right hand side here. Absolutely gorgeous. Some lovely light on it as well, isn't there? Not that late in the day, but it looks like late light. Look at that. Oh, just what a time to come as well. I had no idea the autumn colours would be quite so perfect, or that the sun would be just about making it through those two mountains there to illuminate. Well, I can tell you one thing, we're not going to be able to carry on alongside the gorge for much longer. We're at the bottom of the climb. That might be the wrong gear. By about 5 or 6. So I think that's the best glimpse we're going to see of the gorge. You can work your way along until it gets to a metal boardwalk, cantilevered into the side of the gorge, and you can walk along that. This is once you've gone up and over some of these bigger rocks here. Oh, pointing wrong direction. Anyway, here we go. So I'm going to take it steady and keep it in a low assist and see how I get on. Finger and toe crossed. I can't believe there's anything higher than that beyond it. Oh, flipping heck. What a climb. That was big. Oh, some lovely, lovely big mountains. I love descents. I'm growing into these gravel ones. Not very confident, but I have fun. I'm assuming it's this way. Let's hope so. Right, the road's just got worse, so I don't know if I've chosen the right way. Should I check? Be ashamed to get it wrong. The sod's law applies to me, invariably. So yeah, we went the wrong way there. Yeah, back onto the high quality gravel now that we were on before. This is utterly gorgeous. I mean, look where I am. Look at this. And behind there are some massive peaks. Nice view. Perched right on the side of the mountain here. Look at that. Wow. 2 hands. What a whopping gorge right down here. Really big. I don't know if you'll be able to see, but there is a series of mounds. That's a moraine pushed out from the glacier that would have come out of this gorge that we're heading towards. But it's when you're going quite fast that you really notice the front suspension just taking all of the noise out. This is absolutely beautiful. I'm sorry that I can't show you across to the view where you can see this road winding its way down the mountain. You just have to come here yourself. Amazing. Is this good way to finish? I mentioned it in the last video just how good these brakes are. I need to mention it again, and I need to put it up on the screen. They're fantastic. I mean, really, well, they're just fantastic. Bound to be downhill. And we're done. I know what you're thinking. You're thinking, Yako, where's the tail of the trail? Oh. So when I had all of those beautiful backdrops of Pyrenees to put in the shot, I forgot. We're doing it now. This tail of the trail is about how the Pyrenees were formed. You're thinking, oh, tectonics, plate tectonics, Yako, come on, give it a rest. Well, that's where you'd be in error. Let me tell you about Heracles. He was a Greek demigod, I suppose. He was son of Zeus, but he was mortal, at least to start off with. And he, well, he was famous, wasn't he? He was Romanised as Hercules, same guy. He did lots of challenges. In fact, he was a bit of a lunatic. He kept doing daft things which then meant he had to atone for his sins. For example, he killed his wife and children, although he was sent mad by his sort of stepmum, Hera, who was Zeus's sort of wife, consort. But she was madly jealous of the fact that Hercules was a favoured son, but he was also a bastard son, not hers. So she was just jealous. So she sent him mad, and he killed his wife and children. And to atone for his sins, he was told to do 10 labours for this other king bloke. And he did all these 10 labours, but the very last one, the 10th labour of Hercules, he had to go and collect or steal the cattle of Geryon. Now, Geryon was an enormous giant with 3 heads, and he liked keeping cattle. So this labour of Hercules was to go and steal his cattle, which probably meant having to kill the monster as well. But Geryon was believed to live at the far western end of the Mediterranean, obviously the far end from Greece, so a long way away, the land of myth and mystery. But actually it was here, well, more like Andalusia. But in order to get there, he landed on Spanish shores, and he made his way through this area, this very area, Hercules. Now, on his way through, he passed through the court of the King Bebrix, who ruled in both sides of what this area was, but both sides of the Pyrenees, shall we say. And he had a beautiful daughter whose name was Pirene. Pirene was a stunningly beautiful girl. So there are 2 tales about Pyrene and Hercules, and I'm going to tell you this slightly nicer one, because the other one is, it's horrible. I'll tell you the slightly nicer one. In this one, Hercules impressed Princess Pyrene just with his manliness when he was staying on his way to do this 10th labour, and he saw Pyrene and just thought she was utterly beautiful. Bearing in mind he was sort of in bereavement after killing his own wife and children, but he was ready to move on, obviously, and he believed Pyrene was the one, and she thought he was absolutely stonking. So she proposed to him that he stay behind. Instead of continuing, he stay behind, stay with her, and that they would raise the most magnificent flock of sheep anywhere in the world. And who could say no to that? Beautiful princess, flock of sheep. I mean, he accepted, and they started this life together, and it was an amorous relationship, shall we say. And but things were going really well until Hercules saw a flock of geese flying past, flying east towards his homeland, and he realised that he was homesick, and so he just left. He just went home, leaving Pirene bereft. And Pirene wailed in the mountains, wailed and wailed. Unfortunately, that drew the attention of wild animals, who tore her to shreds. These myths are so gruesome. Hercules suddenly realised that he just cleared off, and so he went back. And when he went back, he found the scattered remains of his love, Pyrene. And so in his anguish, he made a burial mound for her. It was so enormous, it was so huge, that it formed the Pyrenees Mountains. And obviously the Pyrenees are named after Pirene. And that's how they were formed. The other version is that he raped her, she gave birth to a serpent. I mean, honestly, this stuff is weird, really weird. But the nicer version, although it's still death and dismemberment, that is this week's Tale from the Trail, and that is the end of this week's adventure. I've had an incredibly lovely time. Look at that. Compared to how it was just a few hours ago, with a low cloud, and I thought it was just going to be climbing up through a fog bank. Instead, we've got an absolutely gorgeous end of the afternoon. It's been magnificent as far as I'm concerned. I hope you enjoyed it. I am actually now in the UK. Well, I'm not now, but I will be when you see this. So there might be a delay next week. I've done this one in advance, but I won't really be back in time to do next week's one, I don't think. I'll try my best. But until that one, and we see each other again, thanks for watching.